Alright guys, hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Tekkit. This is Scrotitis and we're hanging out here in our newly designed macerator shop. Let me go ahead and give you a quick tour of this first before we get into what we're going to start working on, because it's all sort of related. Alright, so what we've got here set up is a pipeline coming over from our quarry sorting, and what this has is a whole pile of ores that we're getting out of our quarries. We've got our gold, our iron, our silver, tin, and copper all laid out, and just tons of it waiting to be smelted down into our ores. And then what we've got coming off of that is a redstone engine switch, which goes into this array of insertion pipes running down into the top of 5 macerators. And what that does is it'll pull, when this lever switched, of course, will pull out the items and they'll come down into this insertion pipe and fill up the first macerator. Once that's full, then it'll go to the next, and if all are full, then it'll just circle around. So we don't lose any ores in the process of filling all the macerators. Then down here we have one battery box here, which is fully charged, one battery box here, which is fully charged, and a charging bench right here, which is fully charged, all running off of our hydro power plant next door. You can probably see what the problem is, but what we've got is we've got the macerators that fill up with the ores, they break down the dust, and then we've got this piping system behind here, just with redstone engines again, that will bring down those ores, or I'm sorry, those dust into our electric engine, or our electric generators down below. Those then begin running off of this bat box, and once they complete, they spit out those items in the back, and it all comes into this chest of wonderful, wonderful goodies that you see here, which I love. But the problem is that these 2 bat boxes do not have enough power for us to run 5 macerators and 5 electric engines off of them. Not even to mention the charging bench that we have next to it. So today's project, and I put a lot of thought into this. What we're going to start, and this is going to be quite a lengthy process, but we're going to start by replacing these bat boxes with generators. Alright, now you gotta stick with me on this, guys, because you're probably thinking generators are probably one of the most inefficient ways of doing energy. But what we're gonna be loading those generators with is gonna be here we go, filled fuel cans, okay? And those fuel cans are going to be filled with either coal fuel or biofuel. Biofuel being the fuel of choice, okay? So it's all going to hinge off of these 2 things, a plant ball or a coal dust. All right? I'm going to walk you through this real quick. What we're going to do is we're going to build a plant that is going to fill tin cans with biofuel. We're going to create that biofuel by taking empty cells and compressed plants, which we are going to get from compressing these plant balls. Those are then made from all of these different arrangements. We got 8 wheat, 8 sugar cane, 8 seeds, 8 leaves. You guys can see all the different arrangements. Saplings actually produce 2, which would be the most efficient, but retrieving saplings, I haven't figured out a good way of doing it. If you guys know of a way, feel free to share it in the comments, alright? But what I'm going to key off of here is going to be the wheat and the seeds. And what I'm thinking is we're going to set up a production line that's going to be similar to our bread maker, but instead of producing bread with the wheat at the end of the line, what we're going to do is we're going to take our seeds one way, we're going to take our wheat one way, and we're going to produce plant balls off of both sides, and then we're going to push those plant balls into was it a compressor? I think it was a compressor, right? Which we have to make, and we're going to do that right now. Yeah, we're going to send that into a compressor, and we're going to get these, and then from there, those are going to get extracted I think you have an empty cell, and you extract into a biofuel cell. We'll figure that out once we get to it. So first things first, guys, let's go ahead and so we're going to go ahead and get started by making our compressor. Okay. What is a singular? There's a regular compressor, and that is stone, a machine block, and an electric circuit. So that's pretty simple. What is a singularity compressor? You get a regular advanced machine block. Okay, now this is going to be something, guys, that we're going to get into in the future. Carbon plates, which is carbon mesh. It basically boils down to coal dust. So that's why we're probably not going to be using the coal fuel cells frequently, but we will use it some. What my plan is, we'll start with this. So let me build this while we talk here. All right, let me go get some rubber. Oh wait, you know what? We actually have plenty of it over here, I believe. Oh yeah, we got plenty. We're gonna need this. We need. There's our refined iron. We might as well just start refining another batch here. So anyway, I'm sorry, coal dust, right? So my main goal here is going to be to produce or to have an advanced laboratory almost. And that laboratory is where we're going to do a bunch of things in the near future. We're going to have our coal dust facility. We're going to have our paintball facility. We're going to have a main facility, which is going to be our canning facility, where we're going to be putting all that stuff into our mind fart. Holy cow! Into our oh, we don't have any stone, do we? Yes, we do. We do. This is our everything that's ever been smelted box. So yeah, and then we're going to get down to rolling machines, so we can start making mixed metal alloys, so we can make advanced machines, which is what you see here. You need these blocks as well. These are derived from coal, a big long process, and then these are derived from these mixed metal ingots, which you can see is this stuff. Bronze, again, is a pain because you need the bronze dust, which is a mixture of tin dust and copper dust. So there's a whole lot that needs to take place, and I'm thinking the best way to do this is to start with just a massive plant that's gonna construct and configure all of this stuff. All right, so I think that was, yep, there's our compressor right there. All right, so that is that. You know what, one thing, well, this is actually gonna have to run off of our hydro plant, but it'll be all right because we're gonna take this off of that grid, so we should have enough power. It shouldn't be a problem. I do want to note that if you have this set up for just 2 macerators and 2 electric engines, that you wouldn't have any problems at all. It does hold up for that, but the problem in lines when we get all 5 of these macerators running and all 5 of these generators running, it doesn't have a chance. So that's why we need to upgrade these structures. So, and you know, we may do a couple generators. This is actually an interesting idea. Instead of replacing these bat boxes, we'll replace the bat boxes, but instead of with generators with just a straight output, maybe we'll do MFSUs. Is it yeah, I think it's MFSUs. That could be an option too. So, you know what? Let me go ahead and grab a snooze, and I'll meet you guys in the morning at the new site of the new advanced plant. Okay? We'll see you. All right, guys, welcome back. I was doing some laying out over here, and I wanted to make sure that our plan, or my plan, I guess it wasn't ours, I came up with it first, but that it was going to fit. I'm actually starting to feel like it's a little cramped over here, though. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think about spacing wise. I need to be close to the power plant because I don't want to lose a lot of power. But I want to have, see, my plan here is to have this circle working facility, and then have other circles coming off of it. Right there is a really nice one. And then I was thinking maybe one up there. I think this will work. I may have to clear, well, I am going to have to clear some of that hillside out. But let's just see how this works out, okay? I found a great website that helps you lay out circles. It's sort of like a 8-bit circle helper. Because obviously, if you play Minecraft, then you know that circles don't exist. Everything is square. Everything's blocks, cubes, rectangles, maybe, but no squares. Oh, you know what? We need our backpack on. There we go. So that should be enough room to get us started, I think. You know what? Let's take a little bit more out just to be sure. And I need to be honest with you guys, the more complex these builds get, the less likely I'm going to be able to complete a whole build in one episode. So they're probably going to start overlapping a little, but I am going to try to make sure that I cover at least one main topic in each episode. So we're learning something new each time, basically, is my goal. So let's clear this out, and I think even with the circle going into the hillside, do I have any torches? No, I don't. But I think the circle going into the hillside would be kind of cool. So anyway, the diameter of this circle is going to be 25 blocks, which is going to give us a nice big working area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this circle is really easy to do. You just do 2 blocks diagonally, 2 blocks, and then you do 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, and we didn't dig out enough. Thought we did, but we didn't. So let's clear out some more. I've got so many goals for this series and things that I want to accomplish. It doesn't seem like there's enough time in the day to even start them. But I think we're moving along the right path here. Hopefully this plan for power will be a little bit better than the hydro. I think the hydro plant was a good start, but I want something a little bit more efficient, and I think that this is going to be that way. So anyway, 1, 2, and then we need 7 across here. 4. That should line up with our center of our room right here. Let me put 1 there. 1, 2. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Like that. And then we do repeat again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. Yeah, I'm actually really excited about the biofuel too, because it was my plan. My first plan when we started doing, or when I had the idea that we needed a better power source, was like, well, let's try to be green. You know, that's always fun, right? So things don't get much greener than what would be called a biofuel, at least not that I know of. So I thought, well, what a perfect build. So I started looking into it, and like I said earlier, I thought saplings were the only way to go with it, and I got immediately frustrated because we have a tree farm, but it doesn't produce anywhere near the amount of saplings that we need. I could collect a lot of saplings, but it would be largely a manual process, and that's not what Tekkit's about. Tekkit is all about automating processes. So like I said, if you guys can think of a way to collect large amounts of saplings, please let me know, because that'll largely help our biofuel. Now, I also want to explain my decision earlier to have a branch for the coal fuel cells as well, because if you guys are familiar with these types of fuel cans and what they allow a generator to produce, you'll know that that block wasn't supposed to get placed there. That the coal fuel cells produce way more than the oh, we're out of blocks. Shoot. Okay, well, that'll work for now, I guess. But the coal fuel cells produce way more than the biofuel cells. But I was talking about needing those advanced alloys and carbon meshes and all those things. And the base for that is coal, so I'm sort of contradicting myself. But I think what we'll do is it'll be a as-needed basis. The majority of the building's going to be done, fuel cells are going to be completed with the biofuel cells, and the rest, just when we need an extra kick, an extra punch, then we'll do the the coal fuel. Sorry about that, guys. Total brain farts. But here's our circle layout. This is going to be... I don't think this is going to be our main laboratory. I think, well, we might quadrant it off. I don't know yet. We're still playing around with some ideas with what we want to do in here. But this is our... Oh, you know what? I don't have my jetpack on. I was going to give you guys an aerial view. Here we go. This is what it's going to look like from up above. Ooh, look at that timing. That couldn't have been much better. Wow, I didn't even hear them. That's why they're called creepers, right? Because they creep up. But there's a big circle, right? I think the next place is going to be up where those trees... Or you know what? Maybe... Yeah, no. I think I'll go right up in those trees and I'll do another circle. And that's where we're going to build our biofuel station. Alright, so let me go ahead and grab a quick snooze here. Try to get as many of these bad guys away as I can. There's another creeper. But we'll try to get as many of them away as possible. And then I will see you guys in the morning. Alright? Alright, guys. So we figured out this is where we want our next platform base to be. And... let me explain how it's going to get up here first. This is going to be actually our green plot. And what I mean by that is this will be our compressing and compression station for the biofuel. Okay, so we're going to be making our wheat and seeds and then compressing them into the plant balls and doing all that fun stuff in this station. 5. And we're basing this off of a 15 block diameter, so a good size smaller than below, but not, you know, not incredibly small. We should have plenty of room up here. So let me go ahead and a lot of this we're going to have to get to later, but I just want to get the layout so you guys can see it. Wait, I messed up somewhere. Hold on. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, why is this 6? Oh, dang. Alright, let me clean this up, guys, and then we'll get back to actually machine talk, okay? Alright, guys, so we got a good bit of work done since you've been gone. This is what we're looking at. We've got our main base here, our circular station. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to fill that in yet. And then we've got a cool little stairway here. And here is our top station. Let me explain first. These stairs, these were actually half slabs. Because obviously there's not stone slab stairs in the game. And so what we're able to do is use our half slabs in our diamond handsaw. And what you do is you make these polished stone slabs. Okay, and then from there you make polished stone slab strips. And then you make those, okay? And those can be placed anywhere. And what we did was we just made, basically we made stairs by doing that, and then that on top of it, you know, we just went on either side and built stairs up. The cool thing about these slabs is if you have them like this, you can go ahead and build them back up into the half slab that we started with. So no waste. But anyway, here's our setup here for, now this is strictly just for the creation of wheat and seeds. So this side is going to have our bone meal in it, and we're going to load it up with a lot more. And this side's going to have our seeds in it. And what's going to happen is the seeds are going to plop out, bone meal's going to plop the seeds, it's going to pop weed, pop wheat, not weed. And then our piston's going to pull back, and the wheat and the seeds are going to plop on the floor. We have a lever here, which is controlling our timer here, redstone dust with the lever. We got two lines coming off of it. One here is going into a repeater that is 1 tick back with a blue, what is this? Insulated? Yeah, blue insulated alloy wire. And then that goes into the first piston. And then we have yellow insulated wire here, so these two don't connect. And then we split it. We send one into a full repeater, or fully 4-tick repeater into an inverter cell, and that makes sure that the piston starts extended first. And then we send it along here. We keep the blue. Oh, and that blue goes then into a repeater that is at, well, I'm sorry, that repeater is 2 ticks. This is 1 tick, and that goes into this side so that the seeds go down first, and then the bone meal, and then 2 ticks later, which should give plenty of time for the wheat to have grown. This pulls back, and we start the process all over again. Now we also, as you saw, have a alloy wire running off of there, and that's running in some redstone dust, which runs into a redstone tube that goes to this transposer. And as we know, transposers can pick up a full block on any adjacent side of it, so that will pull all 9 of these spaces, anything that falls into it, seeds, wheat, whatever, and that's going to come up into this chest here. As we see, we were testing, we got 3 wheat in there. So the next thing we need to do is we need to set up some piping coming off of it, and we're going to send our seeds back into the seed deployer until it is full. So we're going to use one of these insertion pipes for that. So that's going to be going into there. We're going to have the seeds going in. If it's full, then they're going to flow out. And over here then, I'm thinking, is where we'll have our 2 automatic crafting benches. One's going to be crafting plant balls from seeds, and one's going to be crafting plant balls from wheat. And then from there, we'll pump them out. And I don't know if we want to do a condenser here. I think we will. We'll probably condense them down then here. Because what is the... forget the... formula here. To get the biofuel cell, you need the tin cells and the compressed plants, and that's from, yeah, so you compress the plant ball into compressed plants, and then those can be crafted into the biocell. And then, oh, that's a step I was missing. The biocell then has to be extracted into a biofuel cell. So we need an extractor as well. But that's going to be our process, and we're going to have it all up on this floor right here. So that's the steps we're going for now. I'm going to see if I can get this piping set up off screen, and then we'll go in and see how the flow is working. So I need to get some more piping, some redstone engines, some seeds, some bone millers, a lot of stuff that I don't have in my inventory that I need right now. So we're going to go grab that, and I'll meet you guys right back here with the setup, okay? Alright guys, so we've got a mess of pipes. It's hideous and I love it. So what we've got going on here is what we just covered. This is our wheat and seed generator. I don't know how else to describe it, so that's what we're going to call it for the time being. Over here, yeah, I'll have to fix that in a second. Come here. There's that sign. Pick it up. There we go. So yeah, that is what we had just covered. With that, that's going to generate our wheat and our seeds. Okay, then this tubing here, this transposer, is going to suck up those droppings into this chest. Now, what we need to hook up here is we need to have. I want to kind of keep the machinery behind a wall, just to kind of give it the look that it's actually doing what I want it to be doing. You know, that it's a machine. You know, it's kind of cool. So let's see. We need another block there. Oh, you know what? We can't put a lever there because that's connected. We're gonna have to bust all of this out. Oh. Bit of grass. We're going to see different bits of grass here and there too. But I need to clear some of this out. Right here is where we're going to put our first lever, I think. Lever, lever. Who's got the lever? No one will make it. Let's see. So we'll put a lever here. What I think I want this to do is kick off this redstone engine here, which it should, with the dust there. Is that gonna work? No. Will this work if we do it like this? Yes. Okay. So that'll kick off that engine, and why not this one too at the same time? Perfect. And then, you know what? We're going to have... I don't have any way of connecting that. We're going to have another one here. Oh, well. Not perfect, but I never claimed to be perfect. Just close to perfect. So, yeah. Now, what these are doing is... One more lever, please. These are going to be moving our items along. Obviously, they've got redstone engines, and that's what redstone engines do. Oh, and it's already doing something. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Did I tell you to do that? Oh, I didn't sort it yet, either. Yeah, there. That's not where you're supposed to go. All right. Let's take care of some of these patterns now. All right. Come here. Give me that. I'm making a mess. I wanted to wait and show you all the different patterns, everything that we're doing together. So, wait a second. That's not supposed to be connected, is it? No, that's not supposed to be there. Is it? Right, this coming. Yeah, right, okay. Sorry. Whew. I think I got it. So, let me start explaining here. This chest here is going to have our wheat, and it's going to have our seeds in it. Okay? What we need to happen first is we're going to need a good bit of this. Put that there. And get our seeds here. What we need first is this to turn on, which we saw works. Green is going to be our seeds. And yellow is going to be our wheat. Okay, so what happens is we flick the switch, everything starts coming out. Yellow goes this way into... Oh, that's what we're missing. Right there. That And I hate working over here at night because I don't have the place completely fortified, and I am terrified of, not the skeletons actually. They're. But see what he's doing? That's exactly how they come and get me, and I can't stand it. Let's take care of this guy. Got him. Alright. Grab a quick snack, and this is taking way longer than it should. But we are ready to explain now. Okay. So, we're up here, and we switch our lever, we got our seeds going this way, which this will be at some point full of seeds, hopefully, is the goal. That's the reason for this insertion pipe. If the seeds are full, then it's going to double back on that stone pipeline, which then runs along the bottom and up into the back of this here. Where are the rest of our seeds? There we go. This crafting bench is going to give us those, okay? And then when this switches on, it's going to be pumping those out as well. And they're going to go down and into this chest here, which we'll replace eventually. I'm not sure if we're going to continue the process from up here or if we're going to move it down there. We'll probably have one more where we... this might just be for plant balls, the more I think about this. But that's that one. This one is a lot simpler. The wheat is the yellow, and it comes and travels down to this crafting bench right here. And it makes plant balls as well. Right there. And this lever, as you can see, is pumping, and that powers the sucking out of that table this way into the same chest, which, as I said, we'll be replacing probably. This is everything that was in my inventory that we weren't using yet, so that's why it's in there. So what do you say, guys? You want to give this a shot or what? Got our... Do we have more seeds? Might have to go hijack some more seeds from our wheat tower. Let's leave some there. And let's, well, you know what we want to do? Let's do this. We'll do this. This will be fun. We'll break them up so that we see them actually. Alright, that'll work. So, we got a lot of cleaning up still to do. I will take care of that, but let's get this going first, alright? 3, 2, 1, go! See, there's our initial signs that it's working. There's our wheat and our seeds coming up from there. Oh, we gotta turn this on. Power on. I don't like the way this is set up. Maybe I'll have them all run off of this switch, and I'll just run redstone across the front here. That could work. But let's see. There goes our seeds, resupplying our deployer. Okay. Oh, we got too many seeds. Let's just do this real quick. So there goes our wheat. Up and out of the back. I like that better. There goes our wheat. Okay, it's trucking along here. We're going to see our first production. this thing's just going to keep going until we run out of bone meal, which is still quite a ways. How much is we getting here? Where's our wheat there? Okay, our wheat's going up. Our seeds. Oh wow, look at the seeds. Holy cow. Let's still some of these. We see that it's working, so we can go ahead and try and cheat the process. I want to make sure that the insertion pipe works. And I might need to speed things up with some gold pipes. I don't know. We'll see. Once the process gets a little bit more efficient, you know, we'll see how it works. But so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. We have glass. I think we have glass over here. Try to close this up a little bit. I just want to clean the system up some. Oh, and there, look, there's our first plant ball, guys. Now, granted, we already have one in here, but there it goes. Pretty cool. And you know what? With our first plant ball being made, I think we're going to go ahead and call this an episode, guys. It's working as well as we'd planned it to. I'm pretty psyched. You know what? Let's... See, the only way we could do that... Yeah, no. I'm going to go ahead and call it an episode, guys. Call this a success. Chalk up one for the good guys. Again, this is the prototype, but first of all, we need to get the working model, and then we can try to perfect it. This is the working model. And yeah, looking down. Oh, we got company. I think they killed my lab assistant, too. I was working, and a black sheep managed to stumble its way in here, but I don't see him anymore. I think he must have died. But that's the cost of science, I guess. Anyway, guys, this has been another great episode. My name is Scrotitis. This is Let's Play Tekkit. I hope you guys learned some stuff and had some fun. I did as usual. So I will check you guys in the next episode. We'll see ya.